You came back?
No, I'm just checking. I just put us back on live again.
Okay. That's so weird. I got the notification. Sweet. We're live. It's on YouTube.
Okay, bet. All right.
Let me see
Ready?
how it sounds real quick.
Okay, bet.
Sweet.
All right.
We're live. It's on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, it sounds good.
All right.
All right, let's get it. Yo, so what's poppin', family? Welcome back to another episode of the Limitless Podcast, your one-stop shop for everything fatherhood, sports, and anime. Always getting into that bag. Now, look, if this is your first time here, welcome. All we ask is that you leave a comment below. Let us know what you think about the content. Let us know what you want to see us talk about. And if you're here now, get in those comments, interact with us on the conversation. If this is your second time back, hell, your third time back, thank you for spending the block on us. You came back for a reason. Go ahead and hit that little subscribe button at the bottom. Get tapped in with the content. Become a part of the family because you came back for a reason.
Just
now,
subscribe. It's that simple.
As you know, you can see it in our little thumbnail. Bronny James. We got to touch on it. But before we get to that, just want to give a big shout out to all of our subscribers. I know Vaughn and I have not been posting for the past 2 weeks, give or take.
Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks since we since we did our last post and since we did our last content, actually, which encompasses all of that.
We were just handling the loss of the family.
Yes, it was a rough couple weeks. But we had to come back for y'all.
Yeah, we came back because one, for y'all, two, we enjoy doing this, and three, it's become a part of our everyday lives in some sort of aspect. So
yeah,
just want to give y'all a big shout out.
To-do list.
If y'all weren't here, who knows what we'd be doing with the podcast. So thank y'all. Now on to today's subject at hand or task at hand. If you've been living under a rock, just to bring you up to speed, Bronny James got drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers with the 55th overall pick. Now, a lot of people have been discussing whether this is a good thing, bad thing, or is it in between? Me personally, I'm not on the fence. I'm on the side of the fence where I'm not rocking with this, and I'm not rocking with it. I've tried to wrap my mind around it, and the idea of it isn't difficult to understand. Like so nepotism has always been a bad thing. There's never been a positive connotation. Why are you looking like that? There's never been a positive connotation associated with nepotism. However, when it comes to this particular situation, we want to be like, oh, no, this is fine because it's LeBron James and he's able to play with his son. Now, we've always seen that when white people use nepotism, it's always been an issue. But all of a sudden, when the cards are flipped and now we're able to use it, oh, it's okay now. I got a problem with that. Like, if you're going to have your thoughts about it in one respect, when it's not benefiting you, don't change your mind because it starts to benefit you with this one instance. Go ahead.
I'm letting you. I'm letting you run. Go ahead.
That's my first part.
So
my initial thoughts.
So on that, I agree with you. Nepotism has never been we've attached nepotism to it being negative because what 9 times out of 10 times 9 times out of 10 when somebody uses it, that person that is being put in that position more oftentimes than not is not qualified for that position.
Wait up. Run. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We agree on that. We agree on that.
Yes.
Is nepotism in itself a negative word? Is it a negative word? I'm genuinely asking.
I mean, I don't lump it in the negative words with racism. I don't do that.
You say you do or you don't?
I do not.
Okay. So for me, I agree with you on that aspect of it, but I more so will judge something on a case by case basis.
Okay.
This is one of those situations. I'm judging this on a case by case basis.
So for this particular case, go ahead.
With this particular case, I'm torn with it. On the one hand, I fully understand where people are coming from when they're saying like LeBron did this and LeBron did that. I'm disregarding the fact of just because it's LeBron, because in all honesty, I've never been a true LeBron fan as far as on the court, because I feel like he could have done way more on the court than what he has done. And I personally don't put him over Jordan or Kobe. That's just me.
Okay,
now
that
what he's done outside of basketball, he's number one with the things that he's done outside of basketball. As far as taking care of the kids and the families and the communities and all of that.
I'm not
when it's talking about when it gets down to Bronny, I'm getting there. When it gets down to LeBron James.
Okay.
As a dad who wants the best for your son, because I feel like the one thing that people are disregarding is the fact that Bronny James is a grown man.
Yeah, he is.
He's making the ultimate decision as to whether or not he wants to go, as to whether or not he wanted to go into the draft or not. Now,
okay.
I'm assuming LeBron being the type of dad that he is like, okay, if this is the decision that you want and a decision that you want to make, I will help you on that regard. But understand, this is a decision that you're making. I don't think any dad any real dad that has influence and has power, money, or whatever you want to say, I don't think any dad would not help their son in that regard. But me personally, I would have told my son, you're not ready, because he only did one season at USC. Mm-hmm. And that particular season was what? There's nothing to go on. There truly isn't anything to go on other than the fact that LeBron James is your dad. That's it.
Okay.
That's all that's all we have to go on.
That is all. Well, no, it isn't. Because, all right, it would have been one thing if Bronny decides to come out and I want to test the waters to see if I'm good enough to be drafted. It would have been one thing if he was stellar in college, in this 1 year of college that he had. And
I agree on that.
Would have been picked up by the Lakers or picked up by any team, right? That would have been a way better look than what we're getting right now. Hell, I would even say that let's not say what if he had a better season in college. Let's just say if the Lakers weren't the ones to draft him, I think that we wouldn't be having this discussion right now.
No.
We really would.
It's a quote unquote compound interest situation.
And don't get me wrong, I understand and I get that. Oh, you want to make sure that your son is in the best spot. Got you. But I don't really think that that is what this is. Because
so you think it's just LeBron You think it's just straight up full blown cut dry nepotism, like period.
Bro, it's hard to not say that because at the end hell, before Bronny was in high school, I want to say, LeBron was talking about I want to be able to play in the NBA with my son.
True. Yes.
So he already had this, like, this is what is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then to compound that with Rich Paul, Bronny's agent,
Calling the other team
to draft Bronny, or he will go to Australia.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if you don't think that LeBron is, well, it's abundantly clear that LeBron was pulling strings behind the table.
He orchestrated it, yes.
But, bro, I honestly see this as being more selfish than looking out for the best interest of your son, because and it made me think of Asher, right? Let's say if I was LeBron James and Asher was Bronny, I would not put him on my team. Okay. Because at the end of the day, Bronny could become the greatest talent ever. Right?
Mm-hmm. True.
But people are still going to have in mind that he got to where he was because of his daddy. And you may not see a problem with that, but at the end of the day,
no, that's what it's going to be.
Pride is going to be a factor, and at some point he's going to question: am I getting all these accolades because of my talent, or because of who my dad is, or because of who I'm named after?
But I feel like every sports kid that has a great dad or Hall of Fame dad or Hall of Fame mom is going to fall in that category.
Fall in what category?
Of questioning themselves. Unless you are just a sheer outright raw talent.
I don't agree with that. Because
so you think that okay, let's use Tom Brady's son for instance, or better yet, let's use Shador.
I'll give you a practical example right now.
What?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Okay.
Both his parents were athletes at LSU. His mom ran track. I think his dad played football. Now, he was like a 4-star recruit coming out of high school.
But were they great though? I don't know the history.
I don't
know.
See,
no, that's what I'm saying.
All I know is that they were highly touted. At least his mom was. That's what I know for a fact. Mm-hmm. That his mom was highly touted at LSU for track.
Okay.
But my thing then comes into, okay, in order to get to LSU, it helps what your last name is. But when you get there, you have to produce. Your last name isn't going to dictate. Let me rephrase that. His last name helped LSU come to the door.
True.
His last name did not dictate whether LSU was going to give him a scholarship offer to come play at LSU. No, that was his talent. That was his talent that decided that. Now, when he got to LSU, of course, he showed out and showed that he
was stellar.
But with Bronny did not show that he was that talent in college. However, he's still getting all this. Let's keep it. He shouldn't have been drafted.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree with you on that one. So I don't think he should have been drafted. No,
and that's what just makes this whole thing look. It looks bad, bro. And then to have ESPN to try to conflate it and twist it around to be like, oh, well, white folks did it, so it should be fine for us to do it. No, wrong is wrong.
Wrong is wrong. You don't play fire. In the world that we live in today, you have to play fire with fire. Was it wrong for him? Was it wrong for this situation? Yes. But I guess I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, I guess I'm looking at it just from just a straight dad standpoint. I don't think any dad that wants the best for their son to do this. Now, you bring up an additional point. You think it was borderline. You think it was borderline on the line of selfish. Now,
Well, I just want to address that
I
one.
can't disagree. What's
I just
up?
wanted to address that one thing real quick. I think that great dads would venture to decide or venture to make the same choice that I would, in all honesty, as well, because I just don't want my son questioning whether it was his ability or who he knew that got him into the position that he was in. Like,
true.
When I got into West Point, I knew without a shadow of a doubt that was
You got in under your own merit.
That was me. You know what I'm saying? And when that happened, I learned to appreciate that moment even more because I knew I got that out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which I completely understand that. Was it a great move by LeBron as a dad to do that? For him to do that under this situation, knowing that his son did not hold up, quote unquote, his end of the bargain by being, a more competitive athlete at USC. As a dad, you do what you feel is best for your son. Sometimes you overly do what's best for your son, and it ends up hindering them. That's why I say I'm torn. I'm torn with it. But all in all, I would have told my son to go back to college. Mm-hmm. You're not ready. You're not ready. I can tell you're not ready. You just got done dealing with the health issue that, thank God, that's done or with. Go back. Let me see you compete at a high level before I start to pull strings and whisper in the ears. I need to see more from you before I start to do this. I think that's where you're making the point of him being selfish, which I completely agree with you on that front. Yeah, you want to play with your son, but is your son truly ready?
Is this going to be at the detriment of your son because of your goal that you
He's going to wonder, and I agree, he's going to wonder, how did I get here? I didn't do much. I didn't do much at USC. Numbers don't lie unless you forge them. Numbers don't lie. They did the comparisons. Between him and one other young man. He averaged 4 points. This other young man averaged 16. He averaged 2 rebounds. This other young man averaged like 5. He averaged like 2 assists. This other young man averaged like 6. And this other young man was undrafted. He was undrafted. So it's like,
because that young man didn't win the genetic lottery, and he did.
He didn't win the genetic lottery. So I don't wish nothing bad on him. I just want to say that clear cut up front. I don't wish nothing bad on him, but it's going to produce doubt. It's going to produce questions. Friction is naturally going to happen within that Lakers locker room. Period. Point blank. End of discussion.
And no one's saying that he's going to be a starter. We're not saying.
I ain't saying he's going to be a starter. I'm not saying he's going to be a bust. All I'm saying is that there's going to it may not even be issues that we're going to hear about, but you done played sports. I done played sports. It's going to be some issues within that locker room. Like, we know that it is.
Well, let him start a game. Okay.
I'm great that LeBron is in a situation to help his family and continue to help his family build generational wealth. But as you said before, and as they were trying to make, just because white people do it, or just because whomever does it, I'm not going to just single out white people because everybody do it. Yeah. But if we're going to take that route, ESPN, Just because white people do it, that don't mean you do it.
Just because you
Because
can do it
just
doesn't mean
because you
that you
can do
should
it, that
do
doesn't mean you do it. That don't mean you should do it. This upcoming season is going to be very interesting, and I don't know if Shaq said this or not, but I saw the post and they had Shaq up beside it, and they said he said it. So forgive me, Shaq, if you didn't say this, but I'm still finna use it. You had 54 other young men that got drafted. How many of those other men that literally put in the blood, sweat, tears, points, assists, steals, blocks, game minutes, game time, rebounds, all of this, that, and the third? How many of them are we truly? How many of them is ESPN truly talking about?
bro. It was
How
funny.
many?
Not bro. They're
That's what I'm
talking
saying.
more
That
about a second round pick than they talked about the number one overall pick. Because
mm.
if you remember last year during this time, all
Oh,
we
we
ever
couldn't
heard
hear
about was
enough.
Victor Wembanyama. That's
We couldn't
all
hear
we,
enough. He literally had camera crews following him around.
bro. This year, I understand it was kind of an underwhelming class, but still, I didn't know uh who the potential first overall pick would be until the day before. And I was like,
Yeah, I
bro,
think it
they're
was like day
talking more
before.
about Bronny and his whole situation than they are the number one
Yeah,
pick. Like,
we were at dinner, right?
yeah, we're at dinner.
Yeah, we were at dinner.
And Perkins, and this is fine. The one of the times where Kendrick Perkins said something, and I was like, okay, cool, I can rock with
The
that.
foot thing.
No, he was saying
Oh,
like, uh, in the history of him being on this show, in the history of him being just anything doing with the NBA, ESPN has never talked about a second round pick this much until it was Bronny. And he said, y'all wouldn't even waste y'all's time on the second round.
on it. Period.
And the fact that when he said that, they still try to defend talking about Bronny. Well, this is just, I'm so happy to see LeBron being a great dad. I'm like, no, stop that. You're using that as a cop
That's
out.
not what we're talking about. This is about. I mean, and I said the same thing. I took the sports perspective and I took the dad's perspective, but you're on ESPN. This is about sports. This is about sports.
Bro.
That's what this is about.
This is about,
How many?
at the end of the day, brass tacks is going to come down to people's livelihoods
Them
based
talking
off
about
these decisions.
the second round number 55 pick Bronny James. It took them forever to even do the segment on Tom Brady, and this was after him winning a few Super Bowls. They finally talked about Mr. One pick from being Mr. Irrelevant and this, that, and the third. And this is after he had already won. This is after he was already cementing his legacy. So that just tells you right there, like, once again, it's about sports. That's what they should have been talking about. Like, don't, bro.
But let us know what y'all think about this whole situation in the comments below. I mean, regardless,
it's gonna be interesting, people.
our thoughts ain't gonna change nothing, but it's a hell of a conversation. So let us know. Do you think that, or do you agree with this nepotism?
Yeah.
Or
Are
in
you
the
on the
camp
far
where,
right? Are you on the far left? Or are you kind of waving back and forth in the
yeah,
middle? Like,
because clearly I'm on the side where it's just like, nah, I ain't rocking with it. That's just me. I ain't rocking with it. So, yeah, let us know what y'all think about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All right, now topic number 2.
now to the stuff that is more
Actually,
important.
this is something we didn't talk about it. I wanted to ask your opinion about it though.
Oh God.
So today, Texas and Oklahoma were officially announced as being in the SEC.
It's
right?
gonna be an epic season.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So,
I cannot wait.
and I just wanted to ask you, who do you think will be better? Or how do you think Texas and Oklahoma will do their first year in the SEC? Because keep in mind, A&M came in, and in their first year, they went to the conference championship game. They
I
went to the
think Texas. I think Texas. I think Texas. First of all, I think Texas will do better than Oklahoma. Period.
okay.
No issues about it. Texas is going to do better than Oklahoma because at the end of the day, Texas has somewhat of a Texas still focuses on the defense to a certain degree. Oklahoma does not.
Okay.
And coming into the SEC, it's heavyweights over here. It like don't get me wrong, coming from where y'all came from, y'all play, but it is truly week to week. I'm finna beat your ass. And I need everybody to see it and everybody to know it.
Oh my
like
God.
that's what the SEC is. That's what the SEC goes through week to week. We talk about it all the time. We talked about it last year, and even before we started the podcast, another podcast talking about it. The SEC literally beats each other up, and then it's like, now I gotta get healed, and now I gotta go smash somebody else. Like, and yeah, you have your one-off teams like your Ohio States and things like that, but the national championship runs through the SEC. And now the fact that we have, what was it? They took away the divisions? Not the divisions. What did they take away?
No, it's divisions.
The division. They took, so now you got you all to a certain degree you got everybody playing everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. That's gonna be crazy,
and, bro.
That's gonna be
I'm
crazy.
not a Texas fan per se, even though I live here.
Mm-hmm.
But Texas is going to have it hard.
Yeah,
I don't see Oklahoma. I don't to end it. I don't see Oklahoma doing much. I really don't. I don't.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm in the camp definitely where I think Texas is going to outperform Oklahoma. However, I'm really wondering how they're going to hold up with the physical gauntlet that comes with being in the SEC. Because being in the Big 12, you don't really experience that outside
Not
of your
really.
Iowa State,
Maybe
outside
here
of
and there.
your Red River rivalry, which that's hard to say. Yeah, you really don't experience it week to week, and I'm not confident in Jackson Arnold, which is the quarterback for Oklahoma. This is his first
Yeah,
year.
so you got me on that. I didn't even know who the quarterback was.
His first year starting, and their first year in the SEC. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Somebody posted a video and they was talking about the SEC, and I know that there's other freaks of nature out there, but they were like only in the SEC. They said only, and I have to agree with them on that. They was like only in the SEC will you have a defensive end, where you have a lineman, a defensive end, and a linebacker that can, for the most part, keep up with a running back, a slot receiver. And I'm like, you're not lying, bro. You got niggas in the, like, yeah, they may have came from, California or whatever state, but you got defensive ends that run like running backs. You got linebackers that run like running backs and run like receivers, and they are
run like
60, 80, 100 pounds more. Bro, they freaks of nature. We see it every year. The SEC has like their quote unquote cupcake games, and then after that, it is one hit after the other. Every single weekend, it's just a punch, a punch, a punch. You got to be prepared. There's no week off once you hit that gauntlet. Once you hit that gauntlet where that stretch of 5 to 6 games, Bro, it's a bludgeoning.
And it doesn't help the fact that they're about to play, like Texas opens up with Michigan. Like it's gonna be interesting. But look, we got media days right around the corner, like literally like 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away, yeah.
So, dude, we
Two
are
and a half.
we are really close to the
I
football
cannot
season.
wait. Oh, I
And
cannot wait.
we need to figure out how we're gonna go live. Look, I'm sorry, I forgot we're recording. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna go live and do some of these football games, give y'all our analysis, get back into our football bag, while also, staying in tap with our anime. But look,
Just wait.
the spring anime season, I guess, is coming
Anime
to a
season
wrap.
finales.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
getting
that's
a lot of
almost
season
wrapping up.
finales. So, first one we're gonna start off with, near and dear to my heart. Right. Kaiju 8. Did you watch the season finale?
Yes, it did.
What'd you
Yes,
think
it
about
did.
it, first of all?
Okay, first of all, I gotta give credit to old girl dad. That nigga raw.
Oh yeah, he is.
That nigga's raw.
The general, the
I
director.
so the story, dealing with the story and the fight, like, no, let me back up a little bit. Let me back up.
Okay.
Kafka is that nigga.
I like Kafka.
I like Kafka is not your stereotypical super strong, super smart, highly intelligent, awesome physique. The nigga got a dad bod. Like, he's a normal guy that kaiju just so happened it was like, I'm choosing you.
So there's a theory behind it.
Okay.
You want me to give you
I gotta go read it. Well, what's the theory? What's the theory behind it?
All right, so essentially
Spoiler
the theory
alert.
is
Spoiler alert.
that no, I'm not gonna say anything spoilers. Because
Okay.
I've read the manga.
Okay.
But the theory is that because Kafka is not able to bring out any combat potential at all, that he is when he's in the suit, that he's a more suitable host.
He's a perfect host.
He's a perfect host, right?
That makes sense.
Because think of it like Deku with One for All, right?
Yeah.
You needed to be quirkless in order to get it.
Because it's so much that's coming, quote unquote. No pun.
And the way they explain
it's
it
so
is that
much
if
that
you have
you're
a quirk,
coming on.
the way they explain it is if you have a quirk and you get One for All, your lifespan is significantly cut down. That's why all the other users
that's why
already
they died,
had a quirk when they got it, right?
Okay, that's why they died early.
Yeah, and they said that
aside from all for one killing them.
I'm sorry.
One for all killing them. All for one killing them.
Yeah, that One for All is a type of quirk that is most suitable with those that don't have a quirk already, because it has the space to grow and do what it needs to do. So, man, I really enjoyed Kaiju 8 because it kind of reminded me. First, Kafka reminded me a lot of Naruto, in the sense of, like, he realizes the hard work that he has to put in to get to where he wants to be. And then he has this beast inside of him that he has to be able to tame, because bro can go berserk at any moment, especially when he's fighting number kaiju, right?
And he did.
And in that same respect, I also felt like Kaiju 8 reminded me a lot of Attack on Titan, in the sense of, it almost feels like it's a post-apocalyptic world, and the kaiju are trying to take over and have dominion over the humans. And
So the actual fight, though.
Okay, the actual fight.
Yeah. So the actual fight is where I got lost for a second. So
All right.
I understood that. I understood that the daughter was yelling at Kafka because she was like she still believed that he's human.
Yeah.
The dad doesn't want to kill Kafka, which I realized that from the previous episode
Yeah,
when
because
he
he could have
quote
killed him when
unquote
he was
was
a
like,
human.
yeah, when he was quote unquote like it's termination. I'm about to finna end it all. I realized that.
What's popping, Lance?
Where I lost myself is what was it? That's what it was. So where I lost myself is like right before Kafka came out of it.
Okay, right
He
before he
got
damaged his core.
swallowed. Yeah, he got swallowed. What happened there? That's what's messing me up.
Essentially, that was the kaiju essentially doing his best to take dominion over Kafka's body, so that he could control what was happening or continue to control what was happening. Because you saw Kafka ripped himself out the wall, and that way he would be able to get control and stop himself from killing the director.
Yeah,
the kaiju ate him so that he could keep fighting.
So the kaiju doesn't want to protect humans. It just needed a host.
No, the kaiju wants to kill other kaiju.
And it needs a host to do. It needs a host to do so.
Because it's such a small kaiju. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm watching and I'm like, okay, what? I'm like, wait, I'm confused. What happened here? So okay, so the kaiju's a goddamn kaiju hunter, basically. Like I just want to kill the kaiju.
He doesn't like. So think of it. Okay, you've seen Black Clover.
Yeah.
Right. All right. You know the demon that is in Asta's grimoire, right? The anti-magic demon.
Yeah.
He's the same way. He doesn't like demons. He wants to kill all demons.
Okay, that makes sense.
Same
and if
thing.
He would have, so he just wants to go berserk and kill all other kaijus. And had he taken over Kafka's body, then nothing is stopping him.
But he would have died off rip.
Yeah, I figured, but because he was about to die. He was about to die anyway.
Yeah, he was about.
But he was about to die anyway. Okay. That makes sense.
That's why we have these conversations. We're able to answer these questions.
I was confused for a second because I'm like, okay, he going to work, and then I see him ripping. I was like, wait, okay. Because initially I'm thinking like the kaiju is like wants to, I guess, me thinking of being, my fluffy mind. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe the kaiju kind of wants to protect the human world. No, he's like, screw the humans. I just want to kill the kaiju.
Yeah, no. He said,
if y'all niggas get killed in the process, oh damn well.
He said the humans can suck my big toe. Like I just want to kill kaiju. That's it.
Y'all niggas can go to hell. Okay, I just want to kill a kaiju. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Man, what do you think is gonna come? I mean, I know you read the manga, but what do you think is gonna come from this though? Hypothetically, had you not already read the manga, what would have been your next thought? But I'm saying, had you not read the manga, and repeat myself, what would have been your next thoughts knowing that okay, Kafka now has control of this?
Oh, they're going to weaponize him.
Government being the government.
Like he has to be able to prove his worth, which they highlighted that at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. The season ended off great.
It did,
because we're about to hit, and this isn't a spoiler warning. It's just they're probably not even going to highlight it. They're probably not even going to highlight it a lot next season. By the way, Kaiju 8 got greenlit for another season, so get ready for that.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're about to hit a time skip of like a couple months, right?
Okay.
And in those couple months, boy,
it gets real.
Oh boy,
stuff gets
real. Let me just tell you that Kaiju 9 is that nigga.
I'm sure.
No, no, you don't understand. I want to tell you. We'll talk offline because I don't want to spoil the community. because it is so
J- j-
good.
Next topic, cutting you. Cause he about to he finna spill it. He finna
No, I'm
spill
not.
it.
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
he finna spill it. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Okay. So better yet, since I already know what's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to happen? And I'll kind of.
Well, of
I'll
course,
let you
okay.
know whether you're
Naturally,
warm or cold. I'll let you.
naturally, I know that they're gonna weapon. Okay, naturally, I made the assumption already they was gonna weaponize him.
Okay.
Two, I think he's gonna have an interaction with old girl, not the daughter, but the captain. Can't remember her name. The one with the tiger.
You're okay.
I think
So
they're gonna have. Go ahead.
You're warm on that, but it's all right. So
Yeah. And then I
okay,
think
I'll let.
they're going to want to see something is going to happen. Being that Kafka now has control over Kaiju 8, something is, and they've seen the power that he has with Kaiju 8. They see the power of Kaiju 8. I think something is going to happen to where he has to ultimately use not 100% of it, but he's gonna have to. It's gonna be a full-blown fight at some point because we have yet to see him do a full-blown fight with a kaiju.
Yeah, no,
we've seen One Punch Man type situations.
Yeah, no. So literally the two things that you said, you're going to get those, but that just came to fruition the last chapter I read.
Okay.
So you got to keep in mind that this first season was about 30 chapters of the manga.
Yeah.
There's 108 chapters going right now.
It's about to be a lot going on. It's gonna be a lot.
Can I tell you
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. There's one thing There's a
go
couple
ahead, because it's eating you up inside.
Eating
go ahead
me
and say it.
alive.
Just go ahead and say it. Just go ahead and say it.
I'm gonna tell you two things. Okay.
No, one. Okay. And technically, you already said one because you said Kaiju 9 is a nigga. So
that's just he's the big bad of the series, though. So that, I mean that is what it is. All right. This is probably going to happen like the first or second episode of the next season. But your boy's gone.
Who get knocked off?
The general.
I'm not surprised. There has to be something to make old girl go off. I'm not surprised.
Nah, bro. So the way bro, when I
stop.
No, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just saying, when I tell you that number 9 is that nigga, like,
stop. All right. Moving on to the next topic.
Like Mahito, bro. He's that good of a villain, bro. I'm telling you.
That nigga,
you don't understand. Like,
Mahito is my nigga, even though I hate that nigga so much.
Like, all right, so let me. He's like Mahito in the sense that he's diabolical. He's like Frieza in the sense that he hates humans. Like, he's like Frieza when Frieza thinks of Saiyans. He calls a Saiyan a monkey off rip. Don't matter.
Frieza Hito.
Yeah.
Friezito.
And then bro, he's smart like Aizen off of Bleach. Number 9 is a good.
Speaking of which,
big bad.
So segue before we hit our next topic. You saw that they're dropping some news about Solo Leveling on the 4th.
Yeah, I saw that. Second season, baby.
I cannot wait.
Hey, you got to turn down.
You and your
hear it,
huh?
I can hear the YouTube on your side.
Oh, I ain't got nothing up.
Oh, I thought I could hear it on your side.
No, it might be this. Yeah, I cannot wait. You and go ahead. You and your big 3 replacement. You're a big 3 replacement, bro.
Bro,
you are going.
I'm looking forward to it.
You are going
I'm
to get
really.
hung up with
Oh
that
no, yeah.
statement.
That's fine. I do not care. I'm going to die on that hill in regards to solo leveling. That's fine.
Okay, now, now we get to the real meat of this episode.
Yeah, the last episode. Come on, let's talk about it.
Demon Slayer,
Yes, sir.
the finale. Before we hit the Infinity
What'd
Castle
you think of the episode?
situation. So, 40 minutes. Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome 40 minutes. But I feel like they drug out the conversation
Between
between
Muzan and
Ubayashiki and Muzan. I feel like that conversation got drug out way too long.
I
Like
agree
I
with
was
you.
like I was locked in for a second. I was legitimately locked in because
Yeah.
Ubayashiki was giving history. Muzan was being a dick. We already know that.
Yeah.
I liked the back and forth because you saw like the true like what's the phrase when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. You saw that where like neither one of them were essentially like budging. Like this is what's
Yeah.
going down. And Muzan was like, I don't give a damn, nigga. This is what's going down. Like, what you trying to do?
Yeah.
And it made like I like the fact that even though Ubiyashiki knew that he was finna die, he was like, I'm good with this. But what you fail to realize is that me dying, everything is still going to continue. Nigga,
Yeah.
if you die, shit ends.
Yeah.
And Muzan had to think about it like, damn, he ain't lying. Like, yeah,
Everything
nigga, if
dies
you
with you.
die, it's over. For everything is over if you get killed. If I get killed, they just gonna get even more pissed off.
Yeah. And bro, I'm not gonna.
So yeah,
Go
it
ahead.
was that little segment. That segment was nice, but I feel like it just took too long and it got kind of dry for a second.
Yeah, bro. Like I have to completely agree with you because it got to the point where I was like, I had to check and see how much longer we had left in the episode because I was like, they've been talking for a solid 20 minutes right now. And
Just standing there.
I was like, bro, like I'm getting bored right now. But there was a lot of interesting things that happened probably in the beginning and the end of that conversation.
Yeah.
It was cool to see that Ubashiki was able to really piss Muzan off. Because if you remember, like in the entirety of this series, we probably only seen Muzan mad, including this maybe twice.
Yeah, maybe twice.
That I can readily remember.
Genuinely
One when he was
pissed.
dressed up like that kid, and then this situation, right? But Ubashiki was able to really draw up that emotion, and yeah,
he made him start second guessing himself.
Yeah. Or yeah, definitely. And the fact that Ubashiki was able to he knew that he was gonna die, right?
Yeah.
And the
He was
fact
gonna
that he
die
was
regardless.
the fact that he was able to come up with this plan with the Stone Hashira, like, look, I trust you, you are my first Hashira. This is what I'm going to do because it's going to stoke the embers in the Hashiras, in Tanjiro, in Nezuko, in Zenitsu, in Inosuke, in everybody to come after Muzan. You know what I'm saying?
It was all good. I was with him until go ahead. Then
Go ahead. So I know because we were talking about this during pre-production, and I understand it's a tough spot where you're killing your family to make that happen. I don't necessarily agree with killing my family. But if he told them, like, look, we have to do it this way, because if y'all aren't here, he's going to suspect that something is awry. Because you even saw it in the middle of the conversation where Muzan was talking to himself and saying that I don't sense any murderous intent from him. So there's no reason for me to.
He's
He
bro.
concealed it perfectly, bro.
He suppressed that shit so nice.
And like just to think about the amount of hatred that he had toward this person. You know what I'm saying? Or towards his demon. That you were able to
He
conceal it
suppressed.
like that.
Ooh,
And so
he suppressed the hell out of that.
and I think the only way that he was able to effectively conceal it and go forth with his plan is if the family if the family kept moving like it was just a normal day to day. I would be highly skeptical if his wife didn't know, because she looked like she knew the whole time what was going to be.
Oh, she was good. She was chilling. Even when Muzan like did the whole demon art thing and like whipped out the claw, she was just like,
"We're good." So I would believe that she knew what was about to happen. Kids, I really don't know, but I think that was honestly the best move that he could have made, because he knew he was going to die regardless from the disease that he got from Muzan.
So my question with that, right? Well, two questions with that. One, with Ubuyashiki being dead and with the family being dead as well. That lineage is over.
Yeah.
In the hope that the Hashiras are going to kill Muzan. Like, forget all the other demons, because you kill Muzan, all the other demons are going to die anyway. They're going to die anyway. So that was okay. Last great stand in hopes that Muzan is gonna bite one of the Hashiras is gonna make him bite the dust.
Yeah, because
my other part of that, and this is in no particular order. My other part to that is that it's going back to what you were saying. He pissed him off after he blew him up. That was so funny, and I don't know why it was funny to me. It's just because I'm weird. Perfectly fine, huh?
It was hilarious.
Muzan is like coming back to, he's regenerating, and bro, he is rambling through, and he can't take out any frustration on Ubuyashiki because Ubuyashiki is dead.
Let me tell you how that was such a good scene to me, right? Is that,
bro, I was dying in here.
Me when the explosion happened, I thought that was something that Muzan did.
I did too. At first, I'm like, okay, Muzan blew them up, and then you see him like flying out
because he knew that he would regenerate.
Yeah,
but when it showed that this was Ubuyashiki's doing, I was like, damn,
bro,
this nigga's
Bro, Muzan is like running through everything. Muzan is like, he is like a bag of vipers. Like, he had all of this planned out, and I couldn't sense nothing. I couldn't do nothing. You can't take no frustration out on Ubuyashiki. You literally can't do anything but just be pissed that he bested you. Like, that's it.
Bro, and that is when that episode turned up. Like, the animation, you could clearly see in the episode, and I just got goosebumps thinking about it. You could clearly see in the episode that was movie level.
Oh, absolutely.
Animation. When that explosion happened, bro, I could see that scene in the movies. I was like, okay,
it was okay. This y'all budget, yeah, all right. Budget where?
And
ain't no budget.
And then, bro, the part that was like just astonishing to me was when Muzan was regenerating, and you started to see how the blood demon art was working inside of his body, which it was like it would pierce him and then it would branch off. And it was like, bro, he was like, this is stopping my regeneration, because I have to figure out how to, manipulate my body. And then our boy, Gyomei, oh my god.
You talking about Stone Hashira?
Gyomei.
Hey, that nigga with the chain ball with that whole little, that's what I'm talking about. That whole little segment, bro, That was masterpiece. But I
All right.
will say this.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna
I
ask you a
will
question.
I will say this though. You also got a chance to see why Muzan is that nigga.
Oh, facts. Facts. That
You got a chance to see like why he is that nigga.
facts.
Because anybody else dead. Period.
Bro, he fully decapitated this man and he regenerated like that.
He regenerated like that, but mind you, he still has like whatever the spike thorn things, spears ripping through him, and still has the bro. He did that with one hand.
It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Like, so, tell me, what did you? So that scene between Guillaume and Muzan looked eerily similar from the scene 2 seasons ago between Tengen and the Upper Moon. Now, which one do you think is better? Because I've been seeing a lot of people comparing the two. Let us know in the comments below which one y'all think is better. Is it the Guillaume versus Muzan or Tengen versus Upper Moon?
So disregarding the fact that it's Muzan, me personally,
I'm just talking. I
still think Tengen. I still think Tengen versus the Upper Moon is better. Me personally.
Yeah, I do too.
I still think it's better. I still think, that was beautiful.
When he was able to see the score and start deflecting, oh, bro, it was beautiful.
That scene. So that scene is number one for me. That scene is number one. I'll give Muzan and Guillaume 2. And then for me, number 3 is when Tanjiro, and this is kind of a quick segue, when Tanjiro did the dancing dragon.
Hine Kamakagura?
Yes. Yeah. Those are my top 3. Those are my top 3. But yeah, bro.
It was lovely.
It was interesting to see Muzan flustered. It was interesting to see him be flustered. It was interesting to see him be flustered.
And then when first Guillaume was like, yo, this is Muzan. And when you saw everybody that vein just
like niggas,
I was like, oh, it's about to go down. And then the Infinity Castle. I was like, oh shit. Like,
bro,
I was like, give me the movie now. Because
when that happened, right? When that part happened,
that put everything on his head, bro.
Whoever in the Demon Slayer organization, corporation, animation, whatever.
Yeah.
Whichever one of y'all created and perfected that noise. When you hear that noise, you know it's about to be problems when you hear that noise.
My PTSD start flaring up because I
know what's about to happen. That noise, you know it's about to be problems when it's like, oh shit.
Bro. And then to cap the episode off with him telling Tanjiro, if you want me, come get me.
While he still is pierced, my nigga.
He's like, we about to handle this shit tonight.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. Evil Michael Jackson ain't nothing to play with. Evil Michael Jackson ain't nothing to play with.
Bro, and he entered the episode like Michael Jackson breaking through the wind. I was like, oh my gosh.
Bro, Evil Michael Jackson ain't nothing to play with. And I want to see the Upper Moon that has the noise, the thong that has the little instrument.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that Upper Moon is. I feel like it's epic because it's been quiet the whole time. Only thing it does is he or she just operate. Yeah, it's just surveillance, and they operate the castle. They operate the castle. That Infinity Castle though. I ain't gonna lie, that Infinity Castle, I peed on myself a little bit. Not even gonna lie, like, nah, bro.
That is top 10 artwork. I would not say that, but
I would
Okay,
be falling into that, seeing all of them, bro. I peed on myself a little bit. Like
bro.
I need a second.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, probably the funniest thing of that whole scene uh, was Inosuke trying to eat the shrimp
This
tempura,
nigga.
and he fell into the castle. That was funny.
That nigga put on his nigga put it. Yeah, no, nigga, not yeah.
Bruh. And then our boy Zenetsu. Let me tell you, if there's anybody I am more excited about seeing next season or in the movie,
Yeah,
it's our boy Zenetsu. Because
they've set,
he
bro.
is
They've
in
set the
that
stage for
bag
him.
right now.
They've set the stage for Zenetsu so nice because all we've ever gotten has been silly, goofy, scared Zenetsu. And now this nigga is falling. He falling in the castle head first. He falling down head first. And bruh is just like,
Let me tell you, bro, serious Zenetsu is a problem. He is a problem. With that thunderclap and slash, he is a problem.
oh no. Okay, let me ask you this though. Since we're coming to the end, who are you? And you may have just answered it, but I just want to confirm.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you most? So you're most excited to see Zenetsu, right? Out of the Hashiras.
No.
Well, Zenetsu's not a Hashira.
Yeah, no. Of everybody that we're gonna see, right? I am. I'm most excited to see. I'm excited to see Gyu's fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see that fight. I'm not going to let you know who he's fighting, but I'm excited to see that fight.
He's fighting Kokushiba.
Okay, whatever.
I think I could be wrong. I'm gonna
That's
look
fine.
it up.
I'm ready to see Moichiro's fight.
Okay,
I'm excited to see that one.
that's weird.
And who else? I'm excited to see the Stone Hashros fight. I really am.
Okay,
Like
I think
I'm partially excited to see Zenetsu just because it's serious Zenetsu,
yeah,
but those are really
yeah,
the
but
two
yeah,
I'm really
he's
looking
not a
forward to.
Hashira. Okay,
I'm not including Muzan. We know that that's going to be an epic fight when we
yeah, we
get
know that's gonna be epic. That's an obvious one for me. I'm most excited to see the Wind Hashira and the Love Hashira. I'm ready. I want to see her fight.
Hey, let us know in the comments below
Yeah.
which fight you are most interested in seeing next season or in the movies. But
Yeah.
no, I agree, man. Like I'm no, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Which Upper Moon are you ready to see?
Oh,
Like,
Kokushibo.
right.
Facts.
Okay. Yeah. So we both agree on that one.
He's the strongest of the upper moons.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to see a nigga. And I think it's the eyes. It's the eyes.
Yeah. And when you find out his backstory on why he never mind. Backstory.
See, it's just add it to the list of upper moons that I can relate to, that I like have a soft spot for.
It's so good.
Yeah.
We'll talk offline. But
Yeah, we talk offline.
And then who else? I'm excited to see our boy come back. Akaza.
Fuck him.
I'm ready to see him because he comes back.
Fuck him. I don't like that nigga. I can't wait till that nigga die. I can't.
And I'm ready to see I'm ready to see the upper moon that Zenetsu fights. Because that story is really interesting.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait till Akaza die. I can't stand it.
For the life of me, I don't remember much of what Inosuke did during the Infinity Castle. I mean, I know he did stuff. I just don't remember off the top of my head.
I just need Akaza to die. I'll be good with everything else. I just need a nigga to die. That nigga kill Rengoku. I will never forgive him for that. Nope.
Bro, I'm not gonna
Die.
lie to you. I start to feel for these upper moons when they explain their stories, bro.
I only got a couple of them that I feel for. I may be like, oh, but I'll never forgive him because he killed Rengoku.
Because I don't think they ever went into Akaza's backstory in the
I don't think so.
in the train arc.
No, they did.
But when they do,
yeah, screw him. Nope,
it's good.
Don't like him.
I'm telling you, it's
don't
good.
like him. And then at the end, for those of you that watched it all the way through, Mitsuri and Tanjiro is up there talking, and then whose voice do we hear?
Oh yeah. I don't know why they did that. That was petty. They should have just left that shit alone.
They pissed me off
because then they got me in my feeling. I was like, bro, why are we doing that? Like, we
and
all
then
want Rengoku.
I thought they were, and I thought when they turned and looked, I'm like, okay, they didn't say it his voice, so maybe it's gonna be like a mist type situation to show him. Nigga, nothing.
Nah, fam.
Like, why would y'all know everybody loved Rengoku? Like, y'all know this for a fact. Don't do that. Out of all the Hashiras, everybody can unanimously say they loved Rengoku.
Oh, facts.
Period.
Facts. I mean, they were talking about on the bulk of this season, honestly. So
that's what I'm saying. But yeah. Oh, real quick before we close it out. So JoJo mentioned it earlier. We have officially hit our 1,000 subscriber mark. We will be sending out a post for you to like, comment, and subscribe for us to do the raffle this upcoming week to issue out the NCAA that is NCAA 25 that is coming out. So one lucky winner, we'll post it, put the directions and all of that in there as to getting a chance to win it. And once we do the raffle live, one lucky person is going to win the game. Now, when you win the game, and I'm about to be petty, when you win the game, we want the smoke, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We want it. That's all I got to say.
All right, y'all. Without further ado, just want to say thank y'all for being locked in with our content. Thank you for becoming a part of the community. Y'all are who we do it for, and our family, of course. So thank y'all for sticking with us, especially during these times, these situations. But yeah, so without further ado, thank y'all for tapping in with this episode. We'll catch y'all the next episode. And
deuces, y'all.